with the view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with the view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous, is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds have put the work in, we got some work, man. I started to do. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone, just wanna break, no. I'm not gonna give in, take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop out fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of bluff, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'm a piece of the that. They can never be me, nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I started to go. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like
to your favorite channel. It's your boy PBK9's holding it down, man. We ain't here tonight. I'm just coming in to touch up with my brothers, man. Just see what's going on with the fellas up in the building tonight. Ladies up in the building. Big salute out to Live Your Life Dogs, man, up in here rocking with me early tonight. You know what I'm saying? Brother John Johnson, salute to your City Boy Kennels. What the deal is. I'm going to touch on the topic as well tonight. You know what I'm saying? And however long I'll be up here, I'm not sure. You know, like I said, I'm just coming to check in with the fellas, see what's going on with y'all, seeing how y'all day went, man. Big salute and big shout out to all the pet lovers across the world, like I always say. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing I've seen over the past couple of days that kind of disturbed me, man. You know what I'm saying? We know Mr. Boudreaux passed away. R.I.P. to Mr. Boudreaux and condolences to his family. You know, but when I seen, you know, Mr. Boudreaux's son posting a article that a website posted, you know, talking trash about the man, you know what I'm saying, trying to use things that he'd been throughout his past and make him look a certain kind of way. I say, man, these tree huggers are sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Tree huggers are sick. For one, the man went to court and was found not guilty, you know. And two, you know, everybody change, you know what I'm saying? Everybody change. If you live life long enough, then hopefully you have time enough to change if you're doing something wrong. You know, it don't make no sense, man, for the hate and the stupid shit people be saying, you know what I'm saying, about the living and the past and the people that pass away. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just crazy. It's crazy. I looked at the article, man. They ain't had nothing but bad stuff to say about the brother. What's going on with you, John Denver? I see you down there, man. What's going on with you? Big Trevor, what's going on with you? Anybody that want to talk about them Boudreaux dogs, you know, you could, you know, I'm drop the link. Let me drop that link down there. You know, you can talk about anything really you want to talk about tonight. Yeah, man. Waiting on Santa Claus, Mitch. Waiting on Santa Claus, man. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about. I'm gonna show y'all a dog, and I want y'all to check it out in a few minutes. In a few, you know, at once few more people get up in here. You know, but yeah, man, I just looked at that article, just the title of it, man. I didn't even go in and read what it was talking about. You know, because I know it was talking about a bunch of bullshit. And the thing about it, these folk be saying the craziest stuff about these dogs, man, but they don't put no emphasis on these child molesters. You can't get none of them to, they don't talk no trash. They don't say put him in the street and hang him by his balls. They don't say none of that stuff. But let a man get some scratched up dogs and they got every damn thing to say, but calling that man, you know, the child of God. Now I'm gonna show y'all this dog right here, man, because I ain't sure how long I'm gonna be here tonight. I want to show y'all this dog. Her name is Parsons Lady Luck. Now, if you look at this dog, she's off Monster Man's Manny Fresh. The reason I'm showing you this is because we talking about name changing the other day. We talking about name changing the other day. Now, this dog, Lady Luck, is off Monster Man's Manny Fresh, which is Sambo. His name was changed as a full-grown dog, but you never heard me got on YouTube and bitched about it. You know, once the dog went to another person, the dog went into other hands, they do what they want to with that dog. You know what I'm saying? He paid me for that dog. That's a part of him paying me for the dog, to do what you want to with the dog. Monster Man Manny Fresh. You know, I never looked at it like that brother did something wrong or why he changed the name on it. I never looked at it like that. That's that man's property. He do what he want to with his property. You know, so I mean, I just wanted to show you that because I know a lot of people wouldn't know who the Manny Fresh dog is. You know what I'm saying? So he would have been, you know, he probably didn't know this at the time. He probably thought he was getting the dog for somebody who they really didn't know what they had. But little did he know we had plenty of that stuff around here, but we didn't have it on the quality. I'm not gonna say we had it on the quality of Sambo, but we had plenty of that yellow stuff around here. You know, so I wasn't looking at it the way he probably was looking at it. So he went and changed the name, which was all good, you know. And maybe where he from, the dog made, you know, that dog is known, you know what I'm saying, by that name and not by Sambo. Oh yeah, man. You all you gotta do is look at any brother who get busted for dog fighting, locked up for dog fighting, arrested for dog fighting, whatever you want to call it. Look up under the comments of any of them articles, and you have 300 comments, and look at what people be saying about this shit. And then you go take that same, go look up under one of these brothers who go mess with a child or do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And go look at the comments up under this shit. They damn near trying to give them motherfuckers just as many rights as the LGBT and all the rest of them. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, man, child abuse, you get probation. For messing with the dogs, you get 20 years. And I ain't talking about sexually messing with the dogs. You know, we done seen people who I ain't gonna lie to you. Sexually messing with a dog is far more worse than fighting a dog. If in my eyes, it is. For anybody to mess with a dog sexually, it's far more worse than you going out there fighting any kind of dog. I don't care what kind of dog it is. People who mess with dogs sexually wise, they don't get the time that people that fight dogs do because there's money involved. The worst crimes don't get the punishment. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Hey, brother Mitch, it's a lot of dogs, and that's why I said it's a lot of dogs that brothers change the name when they go to another owner. They change the name to something else, and now it's champion gun but it used to be so and so's this or so and so's that. That shit be like that, man. It was never no problem. And one thing I want to say about that, when it comes to my dog been through Miss Mims. Whatever Miss Mims got and did, that's her business. That's grandfathered in already. You can't go back and change what Miss Mims got. If you're gonna change one pedigree, what Miss Mims did, you better go back and change all the pedigrees Miss Mims did that you feel like something ain't right in. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do all that, you can't touch what Miss Mims passed along. All that stuff Miss Mims did, that's under her watch. You can't go up under the stuff that she laid down in her watch and try to make changes and stuff because you don't feel right about it. Man, that ain't the game. You picking and choosing and playing, doing illegal shit and throwing and acting like you're doing legal stuff. You know, Miss Mills Miss Mills been bulldogging before. A lot of these folk with these registries and stuff. Miss Mills has been bulldogging. So if I can't take her word, who can I take? You know? Oh yeah, man. I mean, if I got a dog named Champion Red Rider right now, and I sell him to a brother, I mean, what difference do it make me? I got my money, I'm happy. What difference does it make me if you call that motherfucker anything you want to call him? You know what I'm saying? It don't make me no damn difference. What I'm gonna try to do? Ride off what you doing, the breedings you making, and all that shit? I mean, it don't make no difference. You want him to keep the same name? Keep that motherfucker till he die. That's all it is to it. If you don't keep him till he die, then you don't give a damn about his name being changed. Now, if you don't want his name to be changed, they got a little spot on the papers where it say no name change. You check that little spot. Other than that, man, shit, it's fair game out this motherfucker. I know it's cold, boy. It's cold. I don't know how it is further down south, but in South Carolina, it's cold, boy. Mitch, boy, it's freezing down here, boy. Yeah, man. Let me check this dog lady look out. Let me look at a couple of her. I want to show y'all some. All right, that one of Bo daughters. See can I find some more quick pictures real quick. That's Bo granddaughter on the bottom side. A little bit of Mountain Man stuff in there on the top. Mountain Man's Gomer, Mountain Man's Baby Lively, Gibson's Fargo. See what that Fargo coming down. So that's your Boils stuff. Boils and your Rascal, Jeep Rascal, Boils and Jeep Rascal and your Fargo dog. Then you got your Mountain Man Baby. That's probably your Rascal and Jeep Rascal stuff. Gomer dog. Hey, yo, Fargo, that's balls. Balls, that's Bolio. Hey, let me ask brother something right now while I'm talking to y'all real quick. 'Cause like I said, I ain't gonna be on here too long tonight. I'm just checking in. Let me ask y'all something, man. Can you have Boils dogs without Dirty Mary in it? And do y'all when y'all say Boils dogs, must they have Dirty Mary in it? I was wondering about that, man. If I got a Boils dog and it don't got no Bloody Mary in it, or do all Boils dogs got Bloody Mary in it? I don't know. Or Dirty Mary, whichever one it is. One of them Marys. Paul Johnson, what's going on? What's going on? R. Cliffy, big salute to you, man. Appreciate you dropping in tonight. I'm just checking in with the fellas, man, seeing what's going on this good old Tuesday. Everybody getting ready for Christmas. It's feeling like Christmas out there, boy. Man, it's crazy, man. Like I said about how they was doing Mr. Boudreaux posting them bad in them websites, posting them bad articles and stuff, man. It's crazy. And then I look at y'all better start showing people love while they living, man. If many people claim they had love Mr. Boudreaux, y'all sure wasn't showing them the love while he was living. You know, show people love while they're here, man, and start waiting till something happened to them and all kind of stuff like that. Then act like you down with them and act like, you know what I'm saying, because you know that person or some shit like that. You know, I seen his son make another post online a couple days before he passed. Brothers was already saying the man passed. The man hadn't even passed away yet. Now, now instead of trying to capitalize and put out your books and all kind of stuff like that, go help the man pay for the funeral arrangements and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wanna put out the premiere Mr. Boudreaux stuff and start talking about go help them folk with the funeral arrangements and getting all their stuff together down there. And then come back and say you're a Boudreaux fan. Hey, Mitch, I tell you what, man, one of the best Boudreaux dogs I've seen lately. You know, I don't know much about the Boudreaux line, but one of the best ones I've seen lately, the brother Trevor had. Trevor got some good looking damn Boudreaux dogs. Um, I don't want to say the wrong dog, which one they coming down off of. I want to say that they got maybe some ham in it, but I could be wrong. Trevor, which one they coming down off of? That Boudreaux stuff. That he got some good looking ones, man. They look like they about, I'm just estimating, look like they 50 some pound dogs, athletic looking dogs. Oh yeah, man. They only show you love when you pass when you something, you know, when you're down and out or you pass away, Mitch. If you ain't passed away, they're gonna try to take you out, hating on you, saying all kind of shit. I just say big salute to the struggle streamers. I call them the struggle streamers, Mitch. Struggle streamers and haters. Big salute to them, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All I'm doing is checking in tonight. Like I said, I ain't really got nothing too much to talk about. You want to talk about anything? We can talk about anything. I ain't like them suckers. Can't talk about dogs. Just want to talk about somebody else every 5 minutes. You know, Dagger coming down off that Ike dog and the Dagger dog. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna say it ain't out there, but I just need for y'all to give me some pedigrees or somebody who got a family of dogs, and the whole family, at least 20-some years, it got to be at least 20-some, going on 30-some years, and it's nothing but yellow and Boudreaux dogs crossed all the way down. They bred them this way, same family of dogs, line bred, Boudreaux and yellow, all the way down. Boudreaux, not Boudreaux and Red Boy Jocko, because you can get Red Boy Jocko many ways. I'm talking about some predominantly yellow dogs without the Mayday in it. Well, I'm gonna say it like this: it can be any of the sons of yellow, Bozak, any of them sons of yellow, outside of Mayday, because I'm quite sure you can find a Mayday Eli dog. It's also Mayday Eli families. Now, good doggy say, anybody ever heard of the Breaks blood? Y'all ever heard of the Breaks blood? I ain't never heard of it, bro. Not saying just because I haven't heard of, that don't mean it ain't the top of the line. What is coming down from? I haven't heard of it though. But that's one thing about these shows, man. You hear about and learn about a lot of dogs you ain't knew nothing about 2 years ago, a year ago. Small time, what's going on? Trevor say Breaks battle Jack. Jack who Jack who, Trevor? Black Jack? Hey, Mitch, I tell you what, Mitch, if me and you was 19 years old again, I'll go to your ass. And I'm talking about in competition for the, you know what I'm saying? If we was both 19 years old again, I'll give you a run for your money. I'll give you a run for your money, big homie. No, I ain't never heard of it either. Trevor heard of it though. Hey, Mitch, back in them days, I had a back in the 90s, I had a special talent to find the type of dog that I needed to take me to where I needed to go at. You know what I'm saying? I'd have had to catch you about 94, about 93. We go back, we were about 19 years old. What line is that stuff? Is it that break stuff? Is it G Eli Red Boy? Okay, he says, he said Bolio. Is it Bolio blood? I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm glad I changed when it comes to the dogs, but I'm glad I had a chance to experience the old days. When I say the old days, I mean how lenient the laws really was compared to how strict the laws is now. Man, I'm talking about. I done seen it where folk ran away from a dog fight. The county police came, everybody was gone. They took the dogs, took them to the animal shelter. Folk went back and got the dogs later on in the afternoon, later on that evening. Say somebody stole the dogs, went back and got the dogs. You know what I'm saying? And this is of course before they was spading and neutering all the dogs. If you had a connect in the animal shelter back in them days, you get whatever dogs you want. Especially, people weren't worrying about papers like that. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Good doggy. I don't got nothing to go by besides break online pedigree. That's what I'm gonna type in. Hold up, give me a few seconds. That ain't it. Is the dog named Break or is the kennel people named Break? Oh, Breaks Battle Jack. Okay. Breaks Battle Jack. Okay. Now, I already see something I like already, and it's leading to a conversation I wanted to speak about one time before. The Super Nance Boots dog that Chance Poncho was coming down off of. Super Nance Boots, you know, is he, you know, one of the better producing yellow dogs out there? I know, how is this production wise compared to Mayday or compared to any of the other dogs off yellow? And like I said, this dog right here, Green Sandy, I want to say this dog name was something else at one point. It could have been Sandy all the life, but I want to say it was named something else. But this dog was a very important dog in everybody's pedigree that got that Red Boy Jocko stuff. Well, a lot of people. I wish we had some pictures of that dog, Green Sandy. But Breaks Battle Jack is a Red Boy Jocko on the top, Steve's bullshit on the bottom. So, what kind of dog is the bullshit dog? Is this the same bullshit that everybody be talking about? Okay, bank spike rum. I'm gonna type that and see what I come up with. That's the dog you talking about right there? Bank spike rum. This dog here got some Eli in him. Let me check his pedigree out. Cause you say this is Bolio stuff. I see Patrick's Bingo. That's your Bolio. Okay. I already knew that was Bolio. Little bit. Mountain Man Bandit. Some Bolio. All right. Tupper's Sir Red. All right. That's Bolio. Tupper's Whiplash. Let me click on it again. Tubber's Whiplash, Bolio. All right. Now, let me get right here to these breaks, though. Joe's champion. That's Mo Bolio. Go to the breaks, though. Bolio. Hollisworth Bull. You got some tombs. You got your tombstone, Bolio. Now these Cardinal dogs is really what I'm concerned about. Not concerned like word. Right now we got a whole Bolio, a patch of Bolio. Let me see about these Cardenas dogs. So now we talking about T-Bud, Zebo, Midnight Cowboy, Boudreaux Scooter, Boudreaux dogs. All right. Let me check the next Cardenas dog. Uh, that online page be acting up sometimes. Zebo, Boudreaux, Huey, Boudreaux's Petey. All right, now, brother, you say this one of the best producing, or was one of the best producing dogs in the Carolinas at one point, or is? Only time will tell. Yeah, that's Eli. It's more Bolio than it is Eli, but it is it is what it is. Eli Bolio. I wouldn't think looking at that pedigree, especially when you go out here to this Sin City stuff. That's gonna be some more of your Bolio stuff. At most likely, let me check it real quick. Yeah, that's more your Bolio. That Sin City gonna be your Bolio. So you got a little bit of Eli coming through right here. So that's 25%. That's this dog right here is a what? Eli dog. Boom. So you got a little bit of Eli in there. I'm gonna say at least about 25%. It ain't a 50-50 cross. At least about 20 some percent by the time you got these puppies off this dog. Or maybe in the low in the teens or something like that. Oh yeah. Hey, that's how it should be, good dog. The dog should make the pen. You know, the dog make the pen don't make the dog. Because when you let the pen make the dog and you go to make them breedings, you don't get what you're looking for. Especially when you're looking for a high performance working dog. Yeah. I always hear people talking about them alien and bullshit dogs or lineup dogs. I don't know nothing about that because I never had none of that stuff. Now, brother John Johnson said he ran Tombstone, Bolio, and Rascal and Alligator back in the 90s. Now, that might be a hellified mix. I know your alligator dog's been kind of big. I think the Bolio dogs without the tombstone in it turned out to be a little bit better now that we look back on it. The Bolio without the tombstone in it, that's going to lead us to our Buck and our Gaston type dogs and stuff like that. I think them dogs carried kind of more locked in with your old school Bolio stuff more than your Tombstone Bolio is. I think Tombstone traits show a whole lot in that Tombstone Bolio stuff. You can't really give all that to Bolio. Yes, sir. Appreciate you dropping in tonight, Mitch, man. Appreciate you. Have a good night. That's another dog I want to see some good pictures of, Bolio. We got a few pictures of him, but I want to see better pictures of him. You know, somebody who got more pictures of him to see him in a different, in different angles and stuff like that. Bolio, I don't care about the Jeep. I done seen enough pictures of him. Maybe Red Boy. Maybe Red Boy. JR, that dog JR that they be speaking about. Super Nats Boots. Green Sandy. Any of them old school dogs, man. That's why I say it should be mandatory that you put a picture of the dog in the online page. You can't click finish and submit it if you don't have a picture up there. It should have been mandatory from the start when they first did it. Because that way, man, it would have been a whole lot easier. Everybody can see a picture of the dog that they looking at the pedigree from. It's crazy when you just looking at the pedigree. That makes you to a pedigree person. You know what I'm saying? You have no dog to even look at to say, oh, I like the dog. I haven't even seen him the way he act. I just like the way he look. You can't even say that. Only thing you can say is I like the pedigree, the way the system is built, you know? So they made people into pedigree junkies. If they would have had it where you had to upload a picture, if you don't upload a picture, you can't hit submit to make that pedigree finish. Man, that should have been a whole lot better. You'll see so many great looking dogs, great dogs throughout history, all from back in the days, all the ones we be talking about and different things, we be seeing all them dogs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, Kim Jones, I agree with you. No, but this one thing I noticed, you know, when you put your dog on one social media site, you can't complain when it gets pulled off of it. See, when you want to keep your dog on the under, you don't even put them up on no social media site. You know what I'm saying? You can't put them on something and then I'm not saying like I'm not talking no trash or anything. I'm just talking in general. You know, once you post your dog up on online ped or Instagram or anywhere, anybody can take that picture and do something with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, not talking no trash about it or nothing like that. You know, but a lot of people, like you said, you're right. A lot of people didn't know the internet was gonna be the way it is when they're making these bootleg ass breedings and talking about and all the bootleg dogs and trying to run all that fake stuff. They didn't know the internet was gonna be the way it is now. Shit, if it wasn't no internet, man, you know how many fake sperm breeders, fake dogs to be pumped around here? You know what I'm saying? Man, shit. It's a good thing we is communicating somewhere or another. Oh yeah, I like that Bolio stuff too, man. The only Gaston dog I ever had, I end up causing that puppy harm myself, and she died because I shot him with the parvo shot, the 8-way shot, and I forgot to mix the shot, and I shot him with just straight liquid. Forgot to mix the liquid and the solid together, and the dog died a day or two later. And I know it was my fault. That was the only gassed dog I ever had, and I bought it from a brother right on the borderline of North Carolina and South Carolina, on the North Carolina side though. And that was probably about 2011. Now we had a couple of Bolio dogs from a brother in Tennessee. I'm not sure what his name is, but it was kind of short dogs. It was kind of short, about 30-some pounders. And I'll be lying if I tell you what bloodline they was off of. We had the papers, but I ain't paid no attention back then. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Like the area where I grew up at and the area where I was, going different places, a lot of these dogs you didn't really, you got every area is a fan of certain dogs. You might be Mississippi and Alabama might be a fan of Eli or Jeep dogs or Rascal dogs. Every place got these certain dogs that they rock with. And where I was at, they were just rocking with them Red Boy Jocko and Red Boy dogs and shit like that. And they had other dogs. You had other dogs, but the dogs that you used to hear about was them dogs. You know, Horseshoe Nate online pedigree. I'm gonna check it out. Horseshoe Nate. Horseshoe Nate coming down. We always go to the fourth generation when I break the pairs down, man. That way we can start right there and go back. And we start from the fourth generation of Horseshoe Nate. He's a POR dog from the start. Fourth generation is WCC's right hand man. That's Bully Son and Bolio. So we can call it Boils because we got Dirty Mary right there. Boils and Bolio. Right hand man, that's what he is. See what you think this dog right here, right hand man, look like. That's a Bolio look to me. In my opinion, it's a Bolio look. And see, that's why I say about Dirty Mary, man. Dirty Mary ain't nothing but a damn Bolio dog. She got that Burton's Hank in her as well. She's 50% Burton's Hank, but she ain't nothing but a coming off a daughter of Bolio. So now we go down to the next one, which is WCC's Twiggy. That's your Bolio. Still got your Dirty Mary in it. But this one coming down off BS Mr. Rogers, the Mr. Rogers dog. So we still Bolio and heavy Bolio. These guys like that Bolio stuff. Walker's T-Boy. Bolio. On the bottom side, you got your Boomerang. Boomerang on top of Bolio. Bolio on top of Boomerang. So that's your Carver dogs on top of your Bolio stuff. Or on the bottom of your Bolio stuff. Sorry. Man, I done curved a few dogs out that look like this. Not saying nothing about this dog because, like I said, pictures were, we don't get them with all our old dogs. All right. So now we go down to, we got Boat Action, Von Sandstorm. Let me just click that. See what that is. That's your Eli Jr., Burton's Hank, Dirty Mary, Cummins Dutch Boy, Boudreaux's Booze. All right. So that's your Eli stuff with a little bit of Bolio in it. So right now we predominantly Bolio with some Eli. Mr. Rogers again. Bully Son Bolio. Queen of Hearts. Let me check Queen of Hearts pedigree out real quick, man. So Queen of Hearts coming down on Thrift Bobby Jr. and Boomerang on the bottom side. All Boomerang on the bottom side, just about. Well, heavy Boomerang on the bottom side, super heavy Boomerang on the bottom, and Bolio on the top. So who running that tight? Queen of Hearts blood that still got the traits of Queen of Hearts, not just in the pedigree, but showing traits of Queen of Hearts. Hey, I'm looking at this pedigree, man. This is Horseshoe Native's a Bolio Eli dog. He may have a little something else in him, you know, if you really go check every single dog in the pedigree, but he's a Bolio Eli dog. Same thing the other dog was. Bradford Anderson, what's going on with you, brother? Oh yeah, the way them dogs bred up now. That's what that's what I was saying about show me an Eli dog that's bred with a yellow dog from back in the days that's bred like how these dogs bred. They pretty much they bred all Bolio and all Eli dogs together. There was some heavy breeders. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's heavier on the Bolio. Like they said, we need to have a little bit of Eli in it, enough to make it count. You know what I'm saying? But we're going heavy on the Bolio. Hey, them dogs bred up now. I ain't gonna lie to you. They bred up. Big salute to you, my brother Bradford Anderson, for the $5 donation to the channel, my brother. I appreciate it, man. The Hardway Kennels in the house. Salute to you, Hardway. What's going on? I've been asking, man, can you have a Boils dog without Bloody Mary? Dirty Mary, man. I keep saying Bloody, Dirty Mary. Kurt Hunter, what's going on? Hey, Ken Lightning, we was talking about them Big John dogs last night. One thing I did remember since we was talking about Super Nance boots, that line of dogs that them brothers got, they got Super Nance boots in there, and you know, and they got another dog in there called matter of fact, I want to thank the dog Brandywine is coming down of Super Nance boots. I think if it ain't Boots, it's the other dog. What's the dog name, man? I can't think of the dog name right now. It'll come to mind in a minute. Whenever I get off the show. Argo. It's the Argo dog. My fault. The Argo dog is Argo, Jocko, and Pearl. You know, all three off the same litter in that Big John line. And as well as the Super Nance Boots dog is in that Big John line too. That's a group of dogs. You know, I think I'm gonna holler at Going Hard them about that. Y'all ask Going Hard them to do a show so we can look at it. Somebody who know a lot about them super Nant dogs. Cause there's a lot of them dogs in the pedigrees, man. And I know them boys have some good stuff. Yeah, man, we lost two good dog men, man, in a matter of a couple months between Mr. Balls and Mr. Boudreaux, man. You know, like I said, we all promise to go one day, love our brothers and sisters while we out here, man. You know, we can crack jokes and make fun and do all this other shit. But at the end of the day, where is it gonna put you at by dissing me or talking shit about me? Did it make you more money or did it put you in a higher level? You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. You know, it's too many good brothers out here, you know, that don't get no kind of support or don't get no kind of representation because of the fact it just is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yes, sir, man. Hey, like brother Good Dog, say, let's give Mr. Boudreaux and Mr. Balls a moment of silence, a good 10 seconds of silence, real quick, man. Mr. Boudreaux or Mr. Balls? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mike Red boy, what's going on? What's going on? Like I said, man, I just wanted to check in with fellas tonight, see how y'all brothers was doing, man. I ain't talked to y'all in a few days when it comes to the live. You know what I'm saying? It's trying to stay warm, man. It's cold down here in South Carolina. Boy, I don't know. Jack Frost done came in a little early this year. Shit. Kim Jones, hey, I'm just calling you Kim Jones. I don't know if you Kim Jones, woman or man. But anyway, Kim Jones say pick one female and male for a pass to start your yard. You going with Honey Bunch and Red Boy. Now, all right. You go with Honey Bunch and Red Boy. I believe I'm gonna go with Red Boy and damn, bro. For me, for some reason, if I can make a breeding, I'll take Red Boy to one of Bolio's top producing daughters. Whatever Bolio got I'm not real familiar with who his top producing daughter is, but whoever Bolio's top producing daughter is, I take her bred to Red Boy. And I'll start me up some, see what I can come with. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do some culling or something. I don't know. But I'll see what I can come with off that. Yes, sir, man. Hey, you gotta up that feed. You know, it be cold out there, man. And the thing about it, you know, I know most of y'all know this. You know, when it's cold, the dogs, even if you think the dogs ain't really burning energy, they shivering. Shivering makes a dog burn energy. So they losing calories just by trying to stay warm out there. You know what I'm saying? So you can always give them extra food in the winter. Even if you don't want to get them fat, just to maintain the look you got on, you still got to give them extra food because they're gonna be burning that shit that in the summertime he wouldn't be normally burning it off because he ain't got no reason to shiver. But in the wintertime, he's shaking and shivering and trying to stay warm, and his muscles twitching, you know, constantly. So, you know, get them dogs the extra food, man. Now, Kim say Jeep and Tabby girl. Jeep and Tabby girl. Now, I'm glad you said that, Kim. Jeep and Tabby girl. So that's gonna be kind of like you saying you going more with the Jeep side, because Tabby girl, I think, not knowing the pedigree, but I'm thinking that's Red Boy Jeep. So if you go back to Jeep to Red Boy Jeep, that's gonna be stronger with your Jeep, with your touch of Red Boy in it. Trevor Laley say he taking Red Boy to Marlowe's Red Feather. Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm listening to what Trevor talking about. It made me kind of think, Good Doggy. It made me kind of think because I'm thinking now from 2025. If I'm thinking from 2025 standpoint and what we need, then I'm gonna take Red Boy back to his damn purest daughter that he got that's top and bottom rib. No matter of fact, I take Red Boy back to Yellow John. Yellow John daughter, or either take Red Boy daughter to champion Yellow John. That's what I do. Take Red Boy daughter to Yellow John. And I'll run me some damn pure Red Boy dog. Pelican Bay got that red boy shit over there. But I always wanted some Bolio, though. I always like that Bolio stuff. I always tell y'all, I always love 357, the way he looked. I always wanted a dog off 357 just off the strength of looking, how he looked. I gotta have me one of them motherfuckers. That's when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Looking at it from a young, with a young mind frame. Andy Cap. I always wanted me some Andy Cap shit. Now, let's talk about, since we're talking about Red Boy, I looked at Red Boy pedigree the other day, man, and Red Boy is one of the very few dogs with that much Kobe in his pedigree. Whether we say it's right or wrong, Red Boy got more Kobe than a lot of dogs that close. It's a lot of Kobe in Red Boy, and that trice stuff as well, but it's a good bit of Kobe in that dog, man. You know, maybe that's some of the key to Red Boy success. Bradford Anderson, would you try to say Bully Son? Bully Son and Arts Missy? You take Bully Son and Arts Missy? Now that's another male. I don't see why a brother would go wrong, because we done seen Bully Son produce a couple, several yard starters, several bloodlines. You know, he behind several great dogs, and he got great dogs in his pedigree. So, you know, I don't see why a brother can't go or would go wrong with starting your yard off Bully Son. In today's time, these brothers might make it hard for you. Oh, Bully Son ain't do this, or Bully Son did that, or he ain't shit, or he this, or he that. In today's time, they would have missed out on them good Bully Son breedings. Throw them to the damn dump, have them in the ditch somewhere. Talking about they culling them. And old Bully Son, look what he did for them brothers in the damn back in the days to now. But put Bully Son in the 2025, he went last 6 months. Man, that dog ain't shit. Get rid of him. Man, I ain't had no Lord good doggy, man, since my damn great grandmama was living, man. She used to buy that Lord back in the days. I ain't gonna lie, I have to get some of that stuff. I make that food greasy and good and fat. Put some fat on that food. And that's why I say good doggy. See, when you doing stuff like that to your dog food, when brothers say which food is the best, we can say Victor, we can say Value Pack, we can say Pride, we can say whatever food is out there. But when you add in all this other little stuff to your dog food, you know, that shit matters, man. You can have some of the cheapest food out. And for one, if you got a worm, you got your dogs wormed out, but you can have the cheapest food out. But when you add in little stuff like you say the Lord, you might add some vegetables, or you might add something else. All that stuff matter, man. You know, that take you right back up there like Victor. Shit, you throw some lard on some of that food, man. Shit, you done, boy, look here. Hey, I be using like cod liver oil and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna lie, I know how lard, the texture of lard is, and I know how I'd rather use that lard to do mine. I get more, you know, I think that lard will be better. Yeah, you can get that lard from anywhere. Hey, I tell y'all brothers what, this so far this winter right here a whole lot colder than it was last winter in South Carolina. Right now, boy, it feels like January out this motherfucker. Now I ain't gonna lie to all my dog brothers across this country, across this world. You want to put something nice in my hand, and let me see if it's what you said is, as far as performance and these show stuff that we be doing, I take a pure damn buck dog, a pure Gaskin dog. I don't want nothing but the Gaskin stuff in it. We might can work something out with some of the stuff I got. If you like how I breed my shit, we can work something out. But I want pure Gaskin because when I want to take it to my stuff or whatever I'm breeding, I don't want it to be something already cut up. Then it's gonna be more scattered bred. I want to be able to rely on that buck stuff, like saying, okay, this dog has got the buck genes in it. Whatever I'm getting, whether it's good or bad, it could come from the parents or the grand. It could be good or bad either way. But I want to say this a buck dog, not a dog with some buck in it. Now I ain't gonna lie, it's some of these, some of these Red Boy Jocko stuff with this Mayday stuff in it. One of these females over here showing real good buck traits. She shows some real good buck traits. But it's got that Mayday, got a Mayday in it as well as some buck dog. And honestly, I think buck genes are a little bit stronger than some of them other yellow dogs. Mayday shit real strong. I ain't gonna lie, Mayday genes strong. You can see a Mayday dog from a mile away. And this joker been gone for 30 years. You can see him a mile away, but them buck dogs, they genes real strong. You can tell them when you see them. Let me see. Trevor say, do the hard way know about them Bettendorf dogs? I don't know if the hard way don't know about them, but I damn sure don't know about them, Trevor. You can tell us about it one of these good old days, man. Any of y'all brothers want to come up, I always drop the link down if you want to come up and talk about anything. Let me drop it down. You want to send anybody shout outs or anything. You want me to check out the Beef Tallow and the Wagyu Republic? That's what you're talking about, the hard way? I'm gonna check it out. I check it out. I check it out when I get off line. Even if I got to speak about it on one of my other shows. Oh, Queen City Kennels in the Old Digest. Okay. Man, I don't know what it is, because I know them brothers had a lot of different dogs. But when I think about, that's why when I seen that Sin City stuff, I knew that was going back to your Bolio stuff. But when I think about Sin City, I always think about Vice Grip and them boys, and them boys from back then with some of them dogs that they had, and I want to say Vietnam or one of them, either Vice Grip or Vietnam one had some of them, some nice Bolio buck dogs rather. Bradford Anderson, you don't really hear brothers telling us about what Sorrell's dogs cross good with. So I'm glad you said they cross good with the Mim stuff. You don't really hear brothers saying what crosses good with the Sorrell stuff, man. Now, if you would have bred Dirty Mary to Grand Champion Yellow, see, that's why I don't know if neither the dog, Yellow probably was dead when Dirty Mary was around, or vice versa. But breeders like that would have changed history, man. You took Dirty Mary and bred that bitch to Grand Champion Yellow, boy, you'd have some of them white-eyed, buckskin, black mask, white-eyed motherfuckers. Man, boy, they'd be talking about them dogs right now. Some dogs would have produced some damn good dogs. Dirty Mary and that damn Yellow. Or Dirty Mary and Yellow John. That's why I like the Pitbull, man. See how y'all brothers call us so many different bloodlines down in the chat down there? Man, ain't no other dog like that, man. Ain't no other breed of dog like that where we can just sit here and you know what you talk, well, you know what we know what Bradford talking about when he say Mims Red Boy, and we know what City Boy talking about when he say Yellow Dirty Mary and different dogs. Man, ain't no other ain't no other breed like that. Where you got people that just know all this shit about these dogs. Hey man, salute to all the bulldogs that don't get on YouTube, that never got on YouTube. Salute to the bulldogs that really don't even know the damn internet shit exists. And I'm talking about literally because they just don't live on social media or nothing. They don't even know none of that shit. It's like that. Salute to them, man. And they ain't doing nothing illegal with their dogs. They just chilling. You know. Oh yeah, Bradford. Crossroad. That's why I give Crossroad his props, and that's why I say I was lucky as a high school, a brother in high school was able to meet Crossroad through one of my classmates. He had Crossroad little cars, and I was a Pitbull fanatic, and I, we met Crossroad. But I was lucky to meet somebody at that level in the game myself. I was just coming in the game, and Crossroad, like I said, he went and he did Barracuda, and I want to say he lost to 600. And he did several other dogs, and all them old schoolers knew him. Crenshaw, all of them, Mountain Man, they all knew Eric. I learned a lot from him, man. Like I always say, our shit wasn't all peaches and cream, but at the end of the day, the good that he did and the stuff that I learned from him and watching him, and it overpowered the other shit. It ended up bad for us, but I don't stress that because, like I say, we moved past all that. I remember when Eric was getting out of the game, he was selling dogs off Mayday. Could have bought Mayday's son a couple $1,000. Could have bought down Mayday daughter a couple $1,000. And Eric had them Red Boy Jeep crosses. Man, what? Red Boy Jocko Jeep crosses. And them boys had unlimited yellow dogs. When I say unlimited, Mike Caton, man, them boys had yellow dogs for days. If you had the money, they had yellow dogs. And they wasn't shitting you like David Tant was shitting you. I'm telling you now, you was getting them dogs with them long floppy ears, and man, them shits was true to the game. There wasn't no aces or nothing. Like I don't mean when I say true to the game, I don't mean like they was all grand champions. They was just what you was paying for. Tance Betsy, coming off Tance Betsy, Tance Red Bud, all them dogs, man. Crossroad was from New York City, but it moved to South Carolina. He moved to South Carolina before I met him. He was probably down here a couple years. So he moved. Where he stayed at was like probably about 15, 20 minutes from the North Carolina borderline. And where I stayed is probably about 30 minutes from the North Carolina, probably not even 30 minutes from the North Carolina borderline. So he was probably about 15 minutes. Take me about 15 minutes to get to his house where he used to stay at. Probably not even that long. In actuality, Crossroads stayed closer to me. Back then, at one time, Crossroads stayed closer to me than Walkamo. And I told y'all, Walkamo was in walking distance. If I wanted not no damn down the street walk, but a nice walk, but walking distance. Crossroads used to fuck with a guy named Mr. T in New York City before he came down. I tried to get him to do an interview like I told y'all brothers when I talked to him about a couple years back. He was wondering how I got his phone number. And he thought I was supposed to be mad at him, but I wasn't mad at him. I just wanted to, see what he was up to. Shit. And he said he ain't talking about no dogs no more though. But yeah, he came down from New York dealing with the dude, Mr. T. Now you look in the journals and you see that Big John dog that beat Crossroad dog. The Crossroad dog name was damn what that dog name was. Anyway, we had the dog after he got beat by Big John. Crossroad gave him to us, and we had him chilling in the hood. Black damn dog. I forgot his damn name. It's on the tip of my damn tongue. A black dog. But he in that journal for losing the old Big J. And I don't know what that dog pedigree was though. but he was a black dog. See, Eric had a lot of dogs from like he was just learning the South when he came down. He wasn't fully locked in on the yellow stuff. He had the stuff in his yard that he could have had the best. He would have, and I promise you this. I promise you this, bro, down in the chat. Good dog. I promise you. If Eric wouldn't have got out the game, I promise you he'd have been the #1 breeder over Tom Garner. On everything I love. With David Tant would have left, Eric would have had the real yellow shit. And plus he had the real Jeep shit, the real Red Boy stuff, the real Mountain Mans, whatever. Man, the man had some dogs, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. He loved to build them damn muscle cars, building them muscle cars and fucking with the dogs. Shit, man. But yeah, man. And that was a good dog, brother, that, got out the game real early. How he got out the game was like Barry Sanders. He felt like it was his time to go. But shit, he had a lot of shit damn to offer. Yeah, Pee-wee, see, Pee-wee was one of the ones I was gonna buy when he was about to get out the game. Now I had plenty of dogs off Pee-wee and Pee-wee's sister. I had dogs off Pee-wee's sister, and that's why I wasn't real big on the Mayday stuff, man, because I wasn't real big on the Pee-wee offspring. But Bradford, I was young then, so I probably fucked the offspring up. You know what I'm saying? You want to get the offspring and you want to take it out there as soon as possible. Take it out as soon as possible, not knowing how to groom these dogs. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say I was the fault. A lot of dogs that I don't like. I don't like a Eli dog because I got this motherfucker when I'm 19 years old. As a 19-year-old coming up in the Wild Wild West with his dirty. I'm talking about the real Wild Wild West where you got plenty bulldoggers around here. There's no one or two. You got plenty bulldoggers. Everybody got bulldogs, and everybody know how to hold that thing between their legs. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it was kind of hard then. We were rough on them damn dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason Sambo was a hell of a dog because he made it through all that shit with a youngster. You know what I'm saying? With a youngster. But yeah, man, Crossroad, he had some good damn dogs. And one thing about him, he didn't tell me all this business or nothing like that, and I'm not here to tell it, but he stayed wanting some smoke with somebody. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the one to back down from the smoke. That motherfucker was cool as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Eric was cool to the day he got up out the game. You know what I'm saying? The muscle cars, he put you in the motherfuckers and them bitches lift up off the ground in the front. Shit. Man, he was cool up until he got up out the game and, can't say nothing about him. He gone. But he damn sure had some good dogs and, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never teach me nothing about how to keep a dog or nothing like that. I kind of learned that on my own, on humbug over a period of time, trial and error. Because it seems like nobody don't want to teach you. A lot of people don't take you serious, especially when they're older than you. Eric was probably about in his late 20s at that time, and I was in high school. So, them guys, they don't take you serious like that. They just look at you like you got money, you're a young buck or whatever. So they ain't gonna teach you everything and show you everything until you start showing them shit. Like when I was putting Sambo on split ears, I was telling Eric, I'm like, man, you ain't heard of split ears? Eric was like, he ain't never heard of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, I'm gonna put him on. He was like, this was an end of our relationship. He wasn't real focused on the dogs. Then that's when he was getting out the game. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got a video with Sambo with I want to say his first damn show. I did that video, and like I said, this was in '99, maybe 2000 at the most. I did that video, man, and shit. I got the whole video with Bo going at the dog, and I got me holding the bull up in my hands at the end of the video, talking shit to the camera or whatever. And like I said, somebody broke in my house, and they probably thought that was surveillance footage or video or something, and they took it out the damn VCR. I had it in the VCR. They took it out the VCR, and I ain't seen it no more since then. And this is like I said, 99 or some shit like that. You know, in all videos, they gonna tell the date at the bottom, so I ain't worrying about nothing popping up talking about this some modern day shit. It gonna have the date and the time and all that. Back in them days, there wasn't no smartphones and none of that. That was from a straight dang on camcorder. I did have one video. I ain't never had no just hanging out video or nothing like that with us just hanging out or nothing. And like I was talking about on the video last night, man, if our dogs aren't breeding up, what are they doing? At this point, like I said, we should have better dogs than Red Boy, better dogs than Jeep, better dogs than all them dogs. Every dog's supposed to produce better, and the dog can't produce better because if Trevor owned Jeep and Trevor sell me a puppy and he owned Jeep and Jeep still got the same reputation he got now, and he own them, you know, not saying that Trevor gonna do this. I'm just using that brother name because that's my homeboy. Now, if he got Jeep and he sell me a puppy off Jeep, and I go and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker better than Jeep. The day's mind frame, people. Oh, like I said, they say, oh man, he ain't better than no Jeep. He ain't better than no Jeep. But that's what Jeep's supposed to do. He's supposed to produce better than him. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to. So if he produce a dog better than him, then he did his job. So where are all the dogs at that's better than the old school dogs? That's what we need to be finding over the next damn 15, 10 years or so. No, I don't know that brother, but I hear about him, Bradford, the brother Don Holcomb. I don't know him. He an old schooler from my side of town. I don't know him, but very, very respected, talked about dog man throughout his days. And I ain't gonna lie, man. It was a Frisco dog around here in my side of town that was running shit like in the late 90s, coming down on Frisco. I ain't sure what the bottom side was that we had. His name was Frisco. We had named him Frisco. He was running shit for a while for his size. I ain't gonna lie to you. And he was a killer. He was directly off Frisco, all black dog. Ain't had no white on him, maybe a little diamond in his chest. Now I had that piece of shit ass yellow dog bred to a Frisco, a Chinaman damn female. It wasn't Frisco, it was a Chinaman female. And bred the damn yellow son, bred to a Chinaman female. Man, that motherfucker wasn't shit. That motherfucker was, matter of fact, Bo DOA that motherfucker. I let Bo DOA him for fun. Chinaman daughter bred to Grand Champion yellow son. He was a little skinny, petite looking dog, kind of one of them fast looking, sharp, pointed face dogs. He ain't had the weight of the yellow dog. You wouldn't even know he had yellow in him. He was black and white. Name was Johnny Hampson. I got him from Crossroad. Matter of fact, got that bitch from Crossroad. I got more dogs from Crossroad to this day. Right now, I got more time in with the Big John dogs, but I bought more dogs to this day. Right now, brought more dogs from Crossroad than I did off the Big John stuff. You know, in that short amount of time. Cause I'm saying I met Crossroad when I in my high school years, like 94, somewhere around that area, like 94. And he got out the game in 2003. So he had a 6-year run. He had a good 9-year run before he was out the game when I met him. And before that, he had some dogs named Shaka. If you knew Eric, you remember Shaka. You remember Nico, the blind dog he used to have named Nico, that white dog. Man, that motherfucker eat your ass up, boy. And Eric had that dog. I want to say he had that dog when he got out the dogs. I can't remember Nico dying. I can't remember Nico dying, but he was a white dog with white eyes and damn had his ears clipped, and that bitch would bite the hell out your ass. Man, listen here, dog. Back then, my homeboy had the Frisco dog. You know, he wasn't mine to own personally, but he was my right-hand man, dog. But I ain't gonna lie, that Frisco dog was kicking ass. That motherfucker was kicking ass, boy. And like I said, good doggy, check this out, right? When you young, sometimes you don't do everything the way you're supposed to do it. That Frisco dog was kicking ass, but when you got too much pride and you bring them to them yellow dogs back in them days, some of them dogs was a little bit bigger than that dog was. That dog, that particular one we had. And, you know, so it made them look a little bit, or, you know, outclassed. Now, when we talk about Publix, Hemi James, which way you talking about? Now, I said, only thing I'm saying is, right? Tell me if I'm lying. You know, I don't talk cap. Cap, that's that young boy shit. Tell me if I'm lying or tell me if I'm telling the truth. Is your dog supposed to produce better than him and equal? If your dog not producing equal as he is and better than he is, what is he producing? He producing less quality dogs then, right? If Red Boy producing good dogs, then he should have produced better dogs than he was or equal to as he was. How many brothers, you know, gonna say their dogs is better than them old school dogs? You ain't gonna be able to say it because people who couldn't even come out the yard when these dogs was around gonna say, oh man, that dog ain't better than Jeep. You couldn't even come out the yard when Jeep, you wasn't even born when Jeep was around. But you gonna tell me my dog ain't better than Jeep because you're going off a story. Not talking about you, Hemi. I'm just talking about in general. Dogs supposed to produce, any dog, this ain't a pit bull, any dog, you're supposed to produce equal or better. That's the whole point of breeding. You ain't trying to breed equal and down. If you breeding equal and better, how many betters you gonna get before you better than these famous dogs? Oh, Jeep produced better than him. What a dog that was better than Jeep? Oh, that dog produced better than that dog. What that dog that was better than him? If we're not doing that, I mean we're going in a downward spiral. We producing dogs that ain't good as the dogs from the past. That's what I'm saying. It ain't just playing out 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It ain't no hard mathematics to it. When you breeding any damn thing, I don't care if it's snakes, rabbits, or damn birds, you breeding that shit to get the same quality you got or better. I mean, that's the point. So shit, where the better come in at for 30 years of breeding that we've been doing is what I'm saying. Why we still referring back to 30 years ago when we supposed to have dogs 100% better by now? Supposed to is the key word I said, you know. And we're gonna put the blame. We're gonna, I'm out here with y'all brothers, so I know the laws are a whole lot different. So the laws, we're gonna let the laws take the blame for a lot of that stuff. You can't speak this, you can't speak that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't advertise like you did back in the day. So the laws is really what screwed a lot of that stuff up. Like I said, if the laws were still the same from the 90s right now, we wouldn't be talking about no damn Red Boy. We be talking about the modern dogs that brothers done made names with. But we can't, you couldn't do the talking. Man, hey, Joe, I'm gonna say this about hog hunt, man. Because brothers like to downgrade that shit sometimes. I think, a brother that got a pit bull that can have a hog hunting career, that's a damn bulldog, man. Everybody do their hog hunting a little different, but at the end of the day, it's all the same. It's all the same. You let that dog go on that hog. But a lot of these brothers underestimate these hogs that these dogs go on, and they think it's it's sot up. They think, oh, you about to get a certain kind of hog every time your dog get out there hunting or something. Like these motherfuckers wild animals, man. You know, your dog go against another pit bull, he ain't going against no wild animal. He going against a domesticated dog that just like to fight. We talking about a wild fucking animal. This motherfucker make all kind of noises that scare some of them damn dogs, make them run off. Some of these high dollar pedigrees make this motherfucker run off. This pig ain't do nothing but scream at him one good time. Shit, man. A good hog, a good pit bull that can last through a good hog hunting career, to be that dog that man say, oh, I'm taking this dog out tonight. We're gonna bring something home. That's a good pit, man. You know, you may have a little help time to time with the bay dogs and stuff like that. But shit, it's still a smart dog, a good dog, and only the strong gonna survive in them woods out there. Yes, sir, man. And the thing about hog hunting, I mean, I don't do hog hunting like I'm supposed to do hog hunting. Man, the thing about hog hunting, man, you can get something to eat at the same damn time. You having fun, you enjoying the hunt in the process, and you about to get a boatload of meat if you eat pork. You know what I'm saying? You can get a boatload of damn meat. So shit, man, I don't see why more brothers don't get into hog hunting and stuff like that. You can still see and breed your dog. You can still see the good qualities in your dogs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna find no pit bull that's gonna be the size of them hogs you're gonna run up on with them tusks. A lot of brothers don't even take their good dogs out there because of the fact that they just risk them getting damaged with them hogs. See, hear me. You doing exactly what we talking about, hear me. You reading pedigrees and trying to tell me a pedigree makes the dog good. Look at the pedigree, you say, look at the pedigree, automatically is getting better every generation. How can I look at a pedigree and tell that when we still talk about Red Boy, when we still talk about Jeep? How can I look at a pedigree and tell it's getting better? A pedigree can't tell me it's getting better. I'm living out here in this world. I see what's going on, big dog. We living out here. Shit, I can't read a pedigree and tell these dogs getting better when we still relying on Red Boy traits. We still relying on Jeep traits. We still relying on Eli from fucking 70, Bolio from the 70s. I can't tell these dogs getting better. Shit. Right now, you know, if we got a brother who got pure Bolio dogs, we're gonna resort to him because we can look in his pedigree and say, oh, look at them dogs going way back to the 70s. Then the brother who got the better dog right now with the scatterbred line, with the scatterbred pedigree. Oh yeah, you right about that, brother Joe. 20 years ago, men was more dedicated to the dogs. You 100% correct about that. 100% correct, dog. See, man, y'all brothers always like to disagree no matter what. All I said, hear me, you can get up here and explain it or get out of the thing and explain it. All I said is, and I don't care nothing about no pedigree. This ain't got nothing to do with no pedigree. All I said was, no matter what you breeding, if you got a son, hear me, you got a daughter, hear me, don't you expect your daughter to be better than you? If you're a millionaire, don't you expect your daughter to make more millions than you made? If you, whatever you do, whatever, no matter what it is, we expect better from the offspring, dog. So the dogs is no different. Only way it makes it different because we want to keep the same old school dogs that we got on high pedestals, we want to keep them there. But these dogs supposed to have produced better dogs way long time ago. It should have been way better dogs than Red Boy in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Dogs from the 90s. That we don't got to go back thinking about old Red Boy. We'd rather have these dogs off Red Boy. Because these dogs producing better than Red Boy. Heavy mouth dogs, super smart dogs, heavy ass game dogs, good structured dogs. They producing better than Red Boy, and they straight Red Boy. You know what I'm saying? We should have dogs like that we can go to in the early 2000s. We don't got to resort back to Red Boy son. We got a great grandson off of them that's producing better than all of them and still got all the traits. But we can't do that because when Good Doggy come up with his triple great grandson that's supposed to be better than Red Boy, and he say, my dog better than Red Boy, producing better than Red Boy. Everybody look at him like he's stupid on social media. Everybody get up here and talk about him in the chat. Oh man, you don't know what you're talking about. What you got? How you prove this? What you did? What you went against? What you produced? What kind of champions you made? This and that. Want the man to indict himself and all kind of shit just because he said his dog better than Red Boy. That's why I say that, Hemi. You know what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with no pedigree. It got something to do with logics, dog. You know what I'm saying? 1 + 1 = 2. You breed, you're supposed to be breeding to get better damn dogs. If you ain't breeding to get better, what you breeding for? I don't give a fuck what you're breeding. You know what I'm saying? If you're breeding for worse, let me know so I won't never cross your path. You know, if you're willing to settle for less, then let me know because I ain't trying to cross your path. We trying to breed for excellence, dog. That's why I tell you, a lot of y'all boys won't understand when I'm talking consistency. Consistently getting good dogs in when you're making certain kind of breedings. You know, you ain't been locked in with a family more than 5 or 10 years straight. So you can't tell me about locking a family in and what you're seeing year after year, year after year, year after year, year after year. You know, it's a whole lot of different, it's different times, different risks. Everything is different when it comes to breeding. But that don't take the point of the fact that the matter is we were supposed to be breeding better the better. Before the laws changed, we were supposed to be breeding better the better. The laws ain't changing no damn when Red Boy was around. The laws just changed not too long ago. We got dogs from the 90s. Red Boy them from the damn 80s. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the dogs from the 90s? White Tab them offspring. What happened to all the offspring off Eli from the 90s? All the offspring of the Rascal stuff from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Why we still resorting back to Rascal? What Rascal sons that they got better genes and better traits than Rascal? You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to have it. But you can't have it when you got a dog over here that's the stud dog that's making all the money, and you ain't gonna allow these offspring dogs to become a bigger superstar than the damn daddy dog. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If I get up here and say, okay, Mellow Yellow making better dogs than Big John and Little John combined. If I say that, now people saying I'm hating, people saying I'm doing this, people saying I'm doing that. But ain't that's what Big John and Little John was supposed to do? Produce better dogs. Now, I'm not saying that's true. I'm just using that as an example. If they weren't producing better dogs from the time that Welcome I was breeding them, then you was going down. It's only 2 directions you can go, up or fucking down. One or the other. Or you can stay on that little level line where you call consistent. You lose half of them, you win half of them. You're going up or you're going down. One or the other. All that looking at pedigrees, playing the pedigree games, all that talking fast, talking slick, it don't got nothing to do with one damn thing. When I have kids, I want my daughter now today, I want her to do better things than what I'm doing in life, no matter what I do good. You know what I'm saying? If I make 1 billion, I want her to make 2 billion. You know? If you know, whatever I'm doing, I want her to do better. She ain't got to do it the same way I'm doing it, but I want her to do it better. I want him to do it better. You know? If we're breeding birds, we want birds that look just as pretty as the one we're breeding, are better. You don't want no short beak birds. Birds ain't even looking. They looking deformed and all kind of shit and different things. That means you're going down. Now, when it comes to these other dogs, you know what I'm saying? You know, other breeds, brothers don't really have that problem. You see certain breeds like, I'm going to say like Malinois and stuff like that. You got your dogs back then and you got your dogs now. And when it comes to them real working dogs, pit bulls are real working dogs, but I'm talking about brothers who don't ride off pedigree. They ride off what the work the damn dog do. When it come off that, man, listen up, man. Them brothers do shit a whole lot different. No, see, this the thing, Joe. And them brothers get mad with me when I say this. You can't test and get on. You can't be a gangster and be a hustler at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna hustle in the streets and make money, or you gonna be a gangster, shoot them up, bang bang, go to prison every damn day. One or the other. You can't be a bulldog and be a social media motherfucker. Want to put all your shit what you got going on social media every 5 minutes. You gonna bulldog and do what the hell you was gonna do? Shut the hell up. Stop trying to bring all your matches to Facebook and all that shit like that. Or you gonna come to Facebook and be a poser. What them my skateboard friends used to call it back in the days, a poser. Come up here and be a poser. A wannabe, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Joe, you're 100% right, because we can't test the dogs. You can't do all that stuff like that the way brothers did back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say the laws is one reason that we can say we can put the blame on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? The way the laws is. And big salute to you, Hemi, man. I ain't trying to talk no trash to you or nothing like that, dog. And I hope you didn't take it no kind of way. You know, we just speaking. Big salute to you, dog. Big salute to you. That's why I say, man, when it comes to them toe jam dogs, man, I know them shits like back of my hand, man. You ain't shit me with no toe jam dogs, man. I know them shits like the back of my hand, and I know them Big John dogs like the back of my hand. When it come to yellow, them the only two yellow offspring, yellow sons that I know real good. The Big John and the toe jam. Now, when it comes to the other yellow dogs, I had several ones, but I don't know them like to say, put judgment on them. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I don't believe in that Big John sperm, but I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. When it comes to brothers preserving a line of dogs, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it like this real. And I'm speaking fast right now because I know it's several other brothers out there as well. But when it comes to preserving a line, and a line that can be took, anybody can use it. You got Mr. Kobe them, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you got other brothers, but I can't think right this second. But the Walkabout brothers, they preserve that line of dogs that they got in the dogs that, you know, the family of dogs that they made. You know what I'm saying? To the point where Joe can take one and go do what he want to do with it and breed it how he want to breed it. John Johnson can take his and breed it how he want to breed it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, much respect to you, Hemi, man. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't want it to sound like I was talking shit to you or no shit like that, dog. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't want it to sound no kind of way when I'm talking about the breeding. But I mean, we supposed to be breeding up, you know. And I'm part of the problem as well. I'm part of the problem because I still talk about Red Boy. I still talk about Jeep on my shows. We still giving them the same damn. We still keep them on the same level we kept them on all these years. So I'm just as much as part of the problem as all y'all brothers. But I mean, at the same time, shit, man, them dogs supposed to be producing better. But I ain't gonna lie, some of the best damn dogs I ever seen was in the damn, back in them days. Back in them damn days. I tell you what though, and you know what I'm saying, I say this, UFC is far worse than dog fighting. I don't care what they say, a human being trying to destroy another human being for money It's far worse than dog fighting. You know what I'm saying? But humans can speak for themselves, so they say dogs can't speak for themselves. You know what I'm saying? But if the dog situation was a real sport in America, man, let's say, man, that should be bigger than NFL and NBA basketball. I guarantee you that shit. That should be bigger than NBA basketball, boy. All across the world, you talking about people competing. All across the damn world. But we talking about a fairy tale world right now. You know, it don't hurt to go in fairy tale mode. Hey, hear me. I let brothers know when I go in fairy tale mode uphill. You know, so I ain't gonna talk about no damn working on 12 dogs and none of that type of shit. But when I'm going fairy tale mode, we talking about what it'd be like if dog fight was legal on national TV. You turn on pay-per-view to see Mayday versus damn Jeep up that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit. Boy, look here. Boy, it's going down. Hey, man. Yes, sir, man. Now, let me ask y'all brothers this. Now, what if you got a dog? Because, see, them brothers back in the days, y'all brothers real high on human aggressive dogs. And I ain't talking about mine. I'm just talking about in general. Y'all real high on human aggressive dogs, which we should be if you're not into trying to train them to do protection and stuff. You don't want a human aggressive dog. But a lot of them brothers back in the day, some of your famous dogs was human aggressive. You know, and that's why I say back in the days, man, it's a lot of breeders that wouldn't be made today's time compared to them brothers. They bred curs back then. Some of the dogs that curved out, they in our pedigrees today as famous dogs. We wouldn't have bred them dogs in today's time. The standards that we go by, call. We wouldn't have bred these dogs that lost one time. The dog was a good dog, or a dog that was a cold dog, and he produced champions. You know, we wouldn't have bred them dogs. So we probably wouldn't even have the mind frame that the average bulldog got in today's time. We probably wouldn't even made, like I said, half the breeders that the brothers made back in the days. These brothers got to have 10-time winners to damn do breeding. Some of them, man, I got to produce. He got to do something. He got to, damn, when they going to do something? Oh, yeah, after Michael Vick, it became a felony. It became a felony all around the 50 states. Before that, it was a misdemeanor. You liable to get a blue ticket and get, you know what I'm saying? You might get locked up, you might not. It just depends on how the police felt that day. Now, let me say this about the Pit Island Red Boy stuff. I don't know much about the Pit Island Red Boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? To talk trash about it. I know I had some of that boomer stuff coming down off that them dogs. Now, when it comes to Red Devil, we have talked about them dogs. That's the Thug and the Thor stuff. Now, I know people, I done heard from multiple people, and these old schoolers that been in the dog game, before me. Another one just verified it for me the other day when I gave y'all the interview, but it got erased. Red Devil, is not even off yellow. Forget my man who gave me the yellow interview. He said Red Devil got stole off the yard. But see, but the brother told me he didn't steal the dog. He was owed some money and he got the dog. See, the thing about it, that brother think Red Devil was off yellow, and he don't even understand Red Devil was never off yellow from the start. Red Devil was never off yellow. But these are stories that don't matter right now at this point. You know what I'm saying? At this point, these stories don't matter. They just stories to hear, shade up under the tree, bullshit, drink a beer, talk about an old story. Is it true? We don't let them know. You know what I'm saying? Thug and Thor produced great dogs throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? Can't say nothing about none of their offspring. So them stories, it's really irrelevant. It's about like the Red Boy not being his daddy being Tramp and not being Till's Jeff. All that shit is irrelevant at this point. Whatever the paper says is what we got to go with. And shit, it just is what it is. Now, man, it's NFL players that got knocked off with the dogs way before Michael Vick did. NFL players I'm talking about got knocked off with the dogs different ways and shit. But back in the days, they wasn't on the dogs like that. I guess in that 2007 time, it was getting kind of hot, I guess, during that era. And that was during that era David Tant had got busted too. So after Tant had got busted, Vick was the next one, the biggest one that got busted after that. And what made Vick shit so heavy, he was a superstar NFL player. If Vick wasn't a superstar and he was just somebody who played, 1 or 2 years and nobody really knew him, that shit wouldn't have got big like that then. It probably would have never hit the news. But being he was Michael Vick, it blew things out of proportion. Oh yeah, man. I know plenty of brothers that took 1 lost hounds, and it's probably brothers out there that took 2 lost hounds and damn did all kind of shit with them. Man, listen here. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some. Shit. And back in the days, man, you used to hear about a lot of NFL players with Pitbulls and shit and out there in the Bulldog game. Yes, sir, man. Hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all here too long tonight, man. I appreciate everybody rocking with me tonight, man. Everybody who was the first time rocking with me tonight, I appreciate y'all as well. Like I said, I didn't really have a show base for the night. I just came out here to rock with the fellas, see what was going on with y'all, because I ain't been rocking with you in a few weeks when it comes to the live. I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate y'all taking care of them pets out there. Legion Fury popping up on the end. Hey, big salute to you, my homie. Big salute to you. Yes, sir, man. Like I said, man, I wish we could, if y'all brothers hit me up on a messenger, we get to talk about it. We'll do some Boudreaux specials and stuff. But and like I said, man, I just don't appreciate, brothers, these tree huggers, getting out here talking about Mr. Boudreaux the way they talk about him. And y'all brothers saying y'all love Mr. Boudreaux, but y'all ain't riding for him. You ain't talking shit about them tree huggers and making them fake websites, but you want to damn talk shit and make jokes about me or make jokes about the next person and talk. Man, listen, man, ride for your homie. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, RIP to the brother, Mr. Boudreaux. Always gonna be a legend in the dog game. You know what I'm saying? Never be another one. Never be another Mr. Balls. All these brothers put their stamps down in the game, man. That's why we talk about them today's time in our videos, in our shows, in our pedigrees, in our dogs. You know what I'm saying? When we sitting up under the tree drinking a beer, we talking about these brothers. They just was certified dog men in their days, man. We gotta respect all them brothers. Pete Sparks, Mr. Davis, all of them, man. You gotta respect them. See, the tree huggers, this is the thing about a tree hugger. I'm about to get up out of here, but I get to talking and I start talking. The tree huggers, man. See, I fight against dog fighting, but I don't hate these brothers, man. These tree huggers want you to hate these brothers. They want you to be like, these brothers didn't do nothing to my family. These brothers didn't do nothing to me or none of that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Mess with my kids and like, why I want to hate these brothers, folks? They just broke a damn law, and then maybe they'll understand and do it different next time if they got jammed up. I don't got no hate. These tree huggers want to say, oh, because a man may have been in a dog fighting situation and now he passed or something. Man, you can't. Ain't nothing good gonna come from that, man. Nothing good gonna come from it. You know what I'm saying? Just, take care of these dogs out here, man. Keep representing these pedigrees the way y'all represent these pedigrees. Keep holding it down, man. Making sure you stay steadfast out here. Read these pedigrees. Look at these dogs' colors. Making sure they come in the right colors they supposed to be coming. Don't never underestimate your first mind. When you look at that pedigree and say, "Oh man, something don't look right." Check that motherfucker. Make sure you ain't got a Rottweiler dog and this dog straight yellow. This dog straight red boy. Ain't got nothing but red boy dogs in it, and you got a Rottweiler color dog in your dog. You know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I'm saying? Don't let them say that's coming from that La Passe that bred with red boy back in the days. That's a little too far back for your damn Rottweiler color to be popping up in your pure red boy dog. But I love y'all brothers and sisters out there, man. Appreciate you rocking with me tonight. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay legal out there. And y'all have a good one. PBK9s, and I'm out.